What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the NoFaceCrypto channel. Where there's no face, there's no case. You feel me? Alright, first things first, just one little announcement for this channel. I'm going to be switching to shorter form videos, maybe like 5-10 minutes max, just to remain concise, make it a little bit easier on my part, and just to get points across a lot easier and not ramble on as much for you guys. So first things first, on my last video, XRP to $1,000, here's the evidence. Make sure you guys tap in and watch that. But on my last video, we have bot comments. Alright, so if you guys see anything that says, please, I'm new to crypto, what is the best way to make money from cryptocurrency trading without incurring any loss? And you got this random guy saying, oh, Miss Kalani Ortega. Oh, like, get out, this is all cap. She's on Telegram. Anything with Telegram, it's a scam. Tell her I referred you. She's my portfolio manager, though I started with as low as 10,000 actually, because it was my first time and it was successful. She's a great personality in the States. Complete scam. And this is why I say before every video or in every video, fuck the bots, because you don't want to pay attention to this stuff. Okay, they're there to steal your money, and you're in the right spot when a bunch of bots are trying to steal your money. Okay, now. In my previous video, I had said in here somewhere basically that, I'm not surprised at $1,000 XRP price prediction due to I've seen the literal code behind the infrastructure itself. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but if you were someone who saw the code, you wouldn't really be questioning this stuff too much. Now, I believe somewhere back on my channel, there is a video explaining all this stuff, and on a later date, I will go through and show you guys the code itself. But you can find it on GitHub, and it's the R3 Corda protocol. As you can see, Swift payment system.
References.
Excuse me, sorry. Swift payment system and the XRP. It's all linked together. This is the code itself. You can find it on GitHub. This is not a joke. All right. Let's move on to the other topic real quick. We've got crypto bubbles today. Obviously, as a whole, I think across the market we're pretty steady. Really no movement after going down a little bit yesterday. No big deal. We do have pretty significant XRP news, though. Judge Annalisa Torres has denied, basically, essentially, long story short, Judge says both sides cannot escape permanent injunction. What permanent injunction means is it's not a temporary. So they need to put real law into books here. And what Ripple did try to do, and we're not going to lie, like what Ripple did try to do is speed up the process a little bit before the new SEC got in there. Or have it pretty much ready for the new SEC to just sign off on. But because jurisdiction has kind of changed within the SEC, all those prior documents, this entire case, pretty much has to get redone. And I know that's scary and it's a pain in the ass, but guys, like, we don't really care. All right. If you're here to hold, you're here to hold. So we'll see. There is a lot of documents and stuff already in place. So I do believe they're gonna go over this the correct way and the legal way and get full, green light clarity for this cryptocurrency. All right. They didn't do this with Bitcoin. They didn't do this with Solana. Not Ethereum. Not any other cryptocurrency but XRP. And ask yourself why. Why? Why is the SEC trying to regulate XRP so much? Because it's the one. It's the one. They're not doing this with Bitcoin, okay? But neither here nor there. Alright, another example, something else that's pretty cool within DeFi and stuff within this crypto space that I will touch on again in another video is the fractional real estate marketplace. If you are invested in a coin like, like Algorand here, alright, this coin can be used to purchase fractionalized real estate. We'll do something else very interesting here that I've been researching a little bit lately is lofty.com, lofty.ai. It's leveraging artificial intelligence, but this is a digitalized, tokenized real estate website where you can buy fractionalized property, if you will. So let's see, we've got one, Atlantic City, New Jersey, $50 a token, right on the water. Rental yield is 13.39%, projected rental yield is 22%. So basically, when you own these tokens, and and something gets paid on that equity, you get rental yield out of that. So this is going to allow people to get into the real estate industry extremely easily, and people don't want you to know this stuff, but you guys can really look into this stuff yourself. It's called Lofty.ai. Super interesting. As you can see here, though, like, this isn't going to be for the same property. I do apologize, but I'll just do it again. There's documents for everything, all the property, all types of document, profit and loss statements for 2022, 23, and 24. We'll do most recent one 5 months ago. All right, guys. Now, obviously, I don't have to break down these numbers for you, but let's see. So they're getting about peak months here, summer months. We're getting $6 grand, $8 grand, $3 grand, $4 grand. All right. Annualized profit, we got about $28,000 in profit here. Yeah. And this is like I said before, this is under an LLC. So these assets are tokenized under the LLC and represent the equity put into the home itself. A little bit confusing, but if you own a token of that home, essentially, if you own a token of that home, you will get paid back in rent if should the property value increase, should the equity increase, you're getting paid. So an example of this, like, I want to see if I can find this on here. An example of something of this is they have some testimonies here. It's alright, I'm not going to find it, but basically, not to keep this video from being too long, why someone would want to do this? Well, real estate is extremely illiquid, so it's very hard to pull your capital out of real estate unless you wait a few years, do a cash out refinance, do fucking a credit thing. I don't know. You got to do a line of credit on your property. I mean, that takes years to build up. What tokenizing your real estate allows you to do is you could essentially tokenize one room in your house, or you could tokenize 20% of the equity in your home, and have other people have part ownership in your home, maintain your property, live in it, but at a reduced 20% cost, essentially. And this can go, you can even do 50%, and people don't even know this is a thing right now, so it's pretty nuanced to talk about, and it's not like I know everything about this, but there's documents to prove exactly what's going on here. And yeah, I really suggest you guys look into this, and this is just one example of DeFi and what's possible with the crypto industry. And this is using Algorand. This is the largest tokenized real estate platform in the world, but this is using Algorand. So if you have Algorand, this is a great thing to look into if you wanted another use case for that. And a lot of people don't even know about this. If you want to list your property here, Lofty is the world's largest fractional real estate marketplace with over 65 million in transaction volume and 34K registered investors. You see how nuanced this is, guys? 34K registered investors. Crazy. So, how to sell equity on Lofty, guys. So this is extremely simple, but let's just break it down very quickly, and I'm going to end this video. If you had a property, you could do this. So they'll set up an inspection and appraisal, and they can list your property, and they'll do it 5% above appraisal value. Your deed is transferred to an LLC they've already created, and all properties on Lofty are owned by LLCs. You will then own 100% of the LLC that owns your property. Your LLC will then fractionalize into $50 fractions, which represent legal ownership of the LLC. That LLC represents ownership of your property. Okay, you can enlist as many fractions for sales you'd like at any price you'd like. The property rent and expenses, including repairs, are split proportionally based on the amount of equity you sell. If you sell 20% of your equity, you receive 80% of rent. Okay, you can still do this and maintain your property. So that's how huge this could get. I'm gonna leave that at this. I'm gonna end the video very shortly here. But that is about it, guys. And keep looking into this. I mean, this is just one example. But I'm gonna leave you guys with just a few thoughts today. I'm gonna get out of here, okay? No face, no case. Fuck the bots.